A signal may have frequency components which lie in the range of 0.001 Hz to 10 Hz. Which one of the following types of couplings should be chosen in a multi-stage amplifier designed to amplify the signals? So basically, the signal frequency, low frequency signals, right? 0.001 Hz to 10 means it's a low frequency signals. So which coupling is used for the low frequency case? It's of course diode coupling, transfer coupling, etc. So they are generally used for the high frequency case, but in this case it is diode coupling. So it's a standard information based question. So answer is option B, diode coupling. If an input impedance of op-amp is finite, then which one of the following statements related to virtual ground is correct? Like option A is saying virtual ground may exist, option B virtual ground condition cannot exist, option C in case of op-amp virtual ground condition always exists, option D cannot make a valid declarations. What is the meaning of impedance of op-amp is finite? So in the sense it's a non-ideal op-amp, right? Because in ideal op-amp the input impedance is always infinite, output impedance is 0. So one conclusion they want to give the hint is it's a non-ideal op-amp. When I say non-ideal op-amp, the open loop gain is not infinity, the open loop gain is finite. So once the op-amp is not an ideal op-amp, straight away we can say there is no concept of virtual ground. Virtual ground concept is applicable only for the ideal op-amp. Since the impedance is finite, in the sense it's a non-ideal op-amp. Non-ideal op-amp means there is no concept of virtual ground. Virtual ground does not exist. So what is the answer then? Option B is the right answer. Hysteresis is desirable in a CMIT trigger because option A, energy is to be stored discharged in parasitic capacitance. Option B saying effect of temperature variation will be compensated. Option C saying device in the circuit should be allowed time for saturation and desaturation. Option D saying it will prevent noise from causing false triggering. What is the answer? Option D, because if you refer the transfer characteristic curve of the CMIT trigger circuits, so you used to get a with like a square kind of shape. So in that way, so if the noise is coming, it will not be triggered. So because of that, the what do you say, the upper triggering point and lower triggering points. So what should be the answer? It would prevent noise causing false triggering, because option A is saying energy is to be stored discharged, but there is no relation with capacitance CMIT triggers. Option B is saying effect of temperature variation will be compensated. No, because to compensate the temperature, we do a lot of these things in the by introducing the various biasing circuits and all. So that is also no way related to this. And third one is saying device in the circuit should be allowed time for saturation. So that is also no way makes sense. So obviously because of that upper triggering, lower triggering point, that width. So in that case, if noise enters, it will be rejected simply. So the answer should be option D. It would be prevent noise from causing false triggering. So answer is option D for this. If the input B in the circuit is a sine wave, then the output will be like half wave rectified sine wave, full wave rectified sine wave, triangular wave, square wave. It's a very standard circuit, the comparator circuits. So what is the, in the open loop mode, right? So what is the condition we have? If B plus is greater than B minus, we get the output is plus B saturations. If B plus is less than B minus, we get the answer as minus B saturations in the open loop mode. So this is what it happens. Okay. So you see that this is given as 0, right? The plus terminal is 0. This is the sine wave. So basically, so the sine wave is something like this. So this is connected to negative terminal, so I am writing V minus, and this is V plus. V plus is 0, connected to ground. So what is happening then in this? So whenever B plus is greater than B minus, you get output as V saturation. When B plus is less than B minus, you get minus V saturation. So this is B plus, this is B minus. So in this case, you see B minus, this condition satisfying, right? So this is V minus V mode. So between, if I call this is 0, pi, 2 pi, etc. So between 0 to pi, you'll get minus V saturations, something like minus 15 volt kind of things. But between pi to 2 pi, so what is happening between pi to 2 pi? So this is 0, B plus is 0, but in B minus you are getting negative things. So this is like this. So this cycle continues. Right. So what kind of output we are getting? The output B naught is a square wave. In comparator circuits, always if the one of the input is sine wave, you always get the square wave. So what is the answer then? Answer option D. It's a square wave.